In this video, I want to bring your attention to another hot stock. This is Tencent Music Entertainment. Now, this is a Chinese company, and you can see that they've taken off and had a beautiful rally here in the last month. So let's go through, do a little technical analysis, and decide how we're going to trade this. The first thing I want to point out is just what's happened in the past. And you can see we've had a nice three-drive pattern coming down, and we're breaking that to the upside. That brings us in, this break right here was our A1. And of course, right across here, if we take our natural trend line across that peak and that little pullback there, that's our A2. And then of course, right across here is A3. So if we come in here and point those out, I'll label those for you quick. And now what do we expect? Now the next thing we expect is for it to give us a pullback. We need to see it break those blue lights, all right? So we've got our moving averages in here, but the most important one is that set of blue lights right in there that comes along with the bulls and bears. You can notice down here that we've got our momentum is starting to wane, starting to fall. We're having decreasing momentum. You can see that our accumulation distribution model is starting to converge, and so we're anticipating a pullback on this market before we get a rally into the B drive. So this is the A drive. We expect a B drive, and then in the future we'll look to see if we can't get a C drive, so we get that full three drive pattern up, and that's what we're looking for. So we like this nice first A drive, and then we're looking for the pullback, and then we're going to anticipate the rally into the B drive. So we can trade this in several ways. First of all, we can buy a put option right now if we would like. A put option to the downside would mean that we'd profit as this market falls. A 30-day put option is only $64 a piece. And there's plenty of volume and open interest on those currently right now as we sit looking for this market to make a retracement. If we take our Fibonacci retracement ruler and we draw that in there, we're going to have a couple locations of where people are going to draw their Fibonacci rulers. The first is going to come off this Wyckoff spring low right here. But then there's a nice area of support across here. There's going to be other people who are going to draw their areas, their Fibonacci rulers off of here. So we're going to end up with what's known as a Fibonacci cluster. I like to call them Fibonacci sweet spot as opposed to Fibonacci cluster, just because I think it sounds nicer. So this is our Fibonacci sweet spot, and so we're going to anticipate this market depending on how strong and how weak it is. But since this is a pretty strong market, I'm anticipating a fall back to at least a 38.2, break those blue lights, and then turn and rally once again. So this is going to give us this nice, what we call the spider web pattern in here, and I'm going to take my spiderweb tool, which is actually called the speed fan, and this is what we're going to anticipate, and this is how we're going to get into this market. If you don't take this short position off of here just for this short duration, we're going to look for a long position going into the next drive high. So that's going to be our first drive, our first spider web, which will be a natural trend line. Okay, so we'll look for a natural trend line to come down here, and then we'll have a mathematical trend line, which will be that blue light. So when it breaks the blue light, that'll be the mathematical trend line. And then we have the horizontal line up in here. And this is where we're going to look for the horizontal market to be taking some profits. We want to be taking a profit off right in here as it comes up and tests this previous high. And then we're going to look for it to break through that previous high, and that's where we're going to get a little bit of a bounce up in here and anticipate a continuation of the uptrend. That's what we'll get in here. This will be our B1 right in here, and then we'll end up with a B2 and a B3 as anticipated, just like we did in the A drive. So we'll get a reflection up, and that's what we're looking for here in TME.